Let me tell you how I almost bought the dumbest property of my life. It was a 5-unit building in a decent neighborhood, nothing fancy, just average. The numbers were tight, like pray the water heater doesn't go out tight. But the broker, oh, he was smooth. He hit me with the, it's a hot deal, bro. We've got multiple offers. You don't want to miss this one. Trust me. All the usual pressure tactics. And I was new at the time. I was hungry. I didn't want to lose the deal. So what did I do? I ignored the red flags. I ignored my gut. And I said yes. I locked that bad boy up, even though something in me was screaming no. And the second I wired the earnest money, I felt it. That pit in your stomach when you know you just made a decision out of fear and not wisdom. Turns out the tenants hadn't paid rent in 3 months. The plumbing was held together with duct tape and prayers. And the multiple offers, fake. It sat on the market for 90 more days after I backed out of it. And I was lucky because I had just enough self-respect to walk away during the inspection period. But I almost didn't because I didn't want to be difficult. I was trying to build my network, trying to build a trusted group. I didn't want to disappoint the broker so I wouldn't get future deals. I didn't want to seem like I didn't know what I was doing. So I almost gave up hundreds of thousands of dollars, years of stress, and my peace of mind just to avoid one uncomfortable conversation. Let that sink in. And the worst part, that wasn't the only time I said yes to something I didn't believe in. It was just the one that almost cost me the most. If you're in business, especially real estate, you will get tested. Tested by people who want to waste your time. Tested by deals that look shiny but rot on the inside. Tested by friends, family, and even clients who will push your boundaries just to see how far they can go. If you don't learn to say no and mean it, you will lose money, lose time, lose sleep, and worst of all, lose yourself. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to build that muscle, how to say no without guilt, how to protect your time, and how to stop betraying your future just to avoid short-term awkwardness. But first, like always, smash that like button so the video reaches the people out there saying yes to terrible deals, energy-draining people, and soul-sucking obligations. They need to hear this. So let's go. You want to know the truth. If you don't learn to say no, your life will be run by other people's desires. Period. Your time gone. Your energy drained. Your dreams on pause. While you babysit your coworker's dog and go to weddings for people you haven't spoken to since 2015. That's the cost of being a yes man. You become the world's doormat. People wipe their shoes on you, say thank you, and move on. And the worst part, you trained them to treat you that way. Because every time you said yes, when you wanted to say no, you sent a silent message. I don't value my time. I don't respect my boundaries. I'm available for whatever you need, even if it costs me everything. That's not noble. That's self-destruction in slow motion. Let's break this down a little. There are 5 main reasons that I found people struggle to say no with. 1, you want to be liked. 2, you fear conflict. 3, you don't want to feel guilty. 4, you think you're being helpful. And 5, you're addicted to being needed. Any of those sound familiar? Let's go one by one. Number 1, you want to be liked. Here's a news flash. Being liked is overrated. Think about the most powerful people you admire. Do they say yes to everyone? Absolutely not. They have standards. They say no to things that don't align with their mission. That's why they are respected. Being liked is easy. Be a doormat, smile a lot, and never speak your mind. Being respected, that takes guts. You want people to respect you? Start saying no. Number 2, you fear conflict. This is a big one. Guess what? Avoiding conflict creates more conflict. You say yes to things you don't want to do. You show up angry. Resentment builds. You snap over something small. Now you are the villain, and the whole thing could have been avoided if you just said, no thanks. The short-term discomfort of saying no is nothing compared to the long-term chaos of saying yes to the worst things. Number 3, you feel guilty. This happens a lot with family. You're not responsible for other people's emotions. Let me repeat that louder for the people in the back, of course. You are not responsible for how people react to your boundaries. If someone gets mad because you said no, that's not a reflection of you. It's a reflection of them. Their manipulation doesn't make your boundary invalid. It makes it necessary. Let that one sink in. Number 4, you think you are being helpful. Sure, helping people is great when it's your choice and not your compulsion. But there's a difference between being helpful and being used. Ask yourself, are you actually helping, or are you just making yourself feel needed? Because if your entire self-worth is tied to doing favors for people, you've built your identity on servitude. That's not help. That's a leash. Number 5, you're addicted to being needed. Some of you are terrified of saying no because being needed makes you feel so important. It gives you purpose. It validates you. But that's a trap. Because the second you stop being useful, guess what? Those people, they vanish. You weren't loved. You were just convenient. You want real connection? Start saying no. Watch who stays, watch who respects your time. That's how you find your true tribe. Now let's talk about some tactics, because knowing you should say no isn't the same as actually doing it. Here are 7 ways to say no confidently, clearly, and without apologizing like you just ran over their cat. Number 1 is the direct no. Simple, clear, no fluff. Hey, can you help me move Saturday? No, I've got other plans. That's it. You don't owe them a TED Talk. Stop over-explaining the why. It's just no. 2, the delayed no. Buy yourself time if you're caught off guard. Let me think about it and get back to you. Then later, you reach out. I thought about it. I won't be able to. Sorry. Don't lie. Don't ghost. Be straight. 3, the values-based no. Say no in a way that reinforces your priorities. Thanks for the invite, but I'm keeping that time open for my family. Something like that. It's not just a no, it's a statement of who you are. Then there's 4, the redirect. If you still want to offer something without committing, I can't make that, but I know someone who might be able to help. You decline while still being helpful on your terms. Then we have 5. The conditional yes. I can help, but only for 1 hour. After that, I've got to run. Boundaries, limits, control. 6, the polite power no. Thanks for thinking of me, but I'll have to pass this time. Kind, respectful, but firm. Doesn't invite debate. 7, the nuclear option. This is for the pushy people who don't take hints. I've told you no, please respect that. It's not rude, it's necessary. And sometimes it's the only language these type of people understand. Now here's the funny part. Once you start saying no, people will react. Some will be shocked. Some will guilt trip you into possibly getting a yes. Some will call you selfish. Let them. You are retraining the world on how to treat you. And not everyone's gonna like the new rules. That's okay. Growth, all growth, requires friction. Discomfort is the toll you pay for living life on your terms. And guess what happens when you keep saying no to the wrong things that don't serve your life, your mission, or anything at all? You finally have room to say yes to the right ones. Yes to your goals, yes to your peace, yes to your purpose. Yes to the things that actually move the needle instead of drain your soul. You stop being a passenger in your own life. You get back in the driver's seat. And that right there, that's when everything changes. You have to understand something. Your time is your currency. Every yes is a transaction. Start treating it like one. Would you hand someone your wallet every time they smiled at you? No, you wouldn't. Then stop handing out your time, your energy, your focus, like it's candy on Halloween, like big handfuls. Don't do that. Guard it like your future depends on it, because it does. You want to be powerful? Learn to say no in any one of those forms above. Say it without guilt. Say it without over-explaining. Say it without flinching. Say it like your life depends on it, because it actually might. If you take one thing from this video, just one, let it be this. Your future will be built by the things you said no to. Now before you go, if you're tired of blending in, looking average, and squinting in the sun like you just saw your ex with someone better than you, you need to check out Navi Eyewear. It's buy one pair, you get 4 free. Free shipping, 5 pairs total. Discount automatically applies when you add all 5 to your cart. No codes needed. The link's in the description. Look sharp, see clear, lead better, and remember, saying no is the most powerful yes you'll ever give to yourself. Till next time, peace.